Go ahead, sir.
So everyone of us here, our major is data science or statistics. So we must learn some program language like R to help us deal with data. But if you are a data science major, you also need to learn like Java. So, but if you don't have any background of computer science, maybe Snap is a good application to help you understand what computer science is. So today I want to talk about Snap to use Snap to make some easy pictures. First, I want to show you an example of a square. How to make a square in Snap is first you see the color of each line, and also, so the square has 4 sides and so you have to repeat 4 times. And every side I make the length 100 units. And also you have to change 90 degrees every time you finish another line. So that's how you make a square. Right now I want to make a hexagon. So you may already think about how to make this right now. Just change some of input here. So repeat the 6 times, not 4 times this time. And also keep the length 100 units. And this time you need to change 60 degrees because it's 360 degrees in total, and divided by 6 is 60 degrees. So that's super easy. Now if we want to make a squirrel, which means a square spiral, it looks kind of cool, but actually it's super easy. So every time, how to make this is every side, the length is different. So I make every side of the length, I make double of them every time. So if you double them, you just make a square spiral right now. So I times 20 of the time in the loop, and also every time you change 90 degrees. But why is it 17 here? Because like the first line and the last line, there are 5 lines included of them too. There are 5 lines in. And if you don't see the last line in the top, they're just like, if you don't change the length of the size, it will just be square. So since this square is just like square right now, so the 17 becomes from 4 times 12 plus 1. And if you want to make it more complicated, there are 9 rows between the first line to the last line. You just need to change some input. It's super easy. Maybe you can imagine the first line just 4 lines of code, so you can finish this, but it happens. So right now, if you want to draw some flowers, it may be same kind of complicated, but actually it's not. You just need to simplify it, just see the individual of each flowers. If you say code, it's not that long. So you see an individual flower, we just simplify the game. It's just based on squares and a line. So how to make square, I already mentioned before, just repeat 4 times and draw each line of the side. But how to make 6 squares in a circle? You just need to so repeat it 6 times, and with the same center of the square. So you repeat 6 times, and every time you change 60 degrees, you can make a flower. And in the end, you just need to go back to the center of the flower and draw another line. And after that, you just need to go back to the position of the x-axis and change it a little bit, so you can make a lot of flowers in a line. So right now, I want to be a little bit more challenge. How to draw a brick wall. So if you see it more clearly, you can see the first, the third, the 5th row, they are the same. The second, the 4th, the 6th row, they are the same. And if you look at the first row, there are 6 bricks in a row, and like between them there are 5 spaces between them. And if you look at the second row, only the first and the last brick is different, but the 5 bricks between them, they are the same. So first, I need to make a block, how to make a brick. So you choose the color which is most similar to the brick, and then you change the size of pen, just make it more similar like a brick. And then you draw the line to make the break, and you make some space between them. It's how to make row A. So you draw the break and make some space between them. For the row B, we call it row B for the second row. So only the first and the last break is different, but in the between the five breaks between them, they're the same. So I just repeat 5 times for the 5 breaks in the middle. And for the first and the last, I just make half of the length of the break, which it should be, and basically do the same thing. So in the end, if you want to put the number of how many rows you want to draw the wall, if it's odd or even, it's different situation. So if it's even, it's easy, just divide by 2 and repeat row A and row B for the times. But if it's odd, just divide by 2. Don't think about the residual, just make one more time of the row A. And what's the difference? What else you need to do here is like every time you need to go to the same position of the X, and every time you need to change the position of Y. That's what I did here. Set X every time and change Y by 20. So I think Snap is a really easy application to learn. And today I just gave some example of Snap. We don't need any background of computer science, but we still can get involved in the computer science. And we don't need initial or download any application. We just can do everything on a website page. So it's really easy and interesting to learn. Thank you.
Yep, you sure can.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
6:50.